Hello everyone, VexSG here, and today I'm on something different. Yeah, again, today we're going to be playing Harvington Railways, which is something that's extremely new. It's only opened into beta progress testing thing today, so I'm going to try and look into what it's like. Is it any good? Who knows? Now, I've been wanting to wait until release for this game for quite a while because, well, for those who didn't know, I actually developed on this in the very early days, but I quit after like 2 weeks because something that I made, which was like an improvement of another station, just got removed and they did not inform me or do anything about it, so, you know. But regardless, I'm just gonna play, spawn as a driver, go regional, and it's got a weird UI. This is the first. It's not very simplistic. You've got to pick the operator, then the siding. Let's do Alco Road and a class 170 and continue. And confirm. Yep, there we go. So, don't tell me how to play the game. So, what we can do is Brackley Street to Lower Foxlington Local. Let's do that, even though it calls it a fair few plate. Actually, let's do direct. I think that's good. Okay, so the camera mode is a bit weird, and this depot, I mean, the tracks are alright. The depot just seems a bit weird, and the train itself, it's actually got a good design. I mean, I can't really see much because of this UI, but that I can't remove. But it looks alright. Good design. It's got an interior, so you know. You're gonna press W, and it's got a weird sort of throttle system. Well, I wouldn't really say weird. I think the execution of it is weird, but it's got a more traditional one. Let's get the volume on. I've got a road with road signs. How lovely. Exceeded. Okay, so it's one of those games where when you exceed the speed limit, it's just gonna force you to stop. And it just won't let me drive after that, it seems. So yeah, that's the first thing that you need to fix. Whenever you exceed the speed limit, which I don't really see that as an issue, going over the speed limit. I mean, it's literally Roblox at the end of the day. If you go over the speed limit, even Train Sim World does nothing to prevent that. But regardless, let's continue. So I do have AWS. So it's telling me that the speed limit's 30, and it's quite angry in telling me that. 29, 30, so there we go. We're at 30 miles an hour now. And yeah, so the scenery is actually not that bad. As we go up to 100, yeah, the scenery is alright actually. I'd say my only criticism is that the fog is a bit weird. I'm not a fan of the fog. The tracks as well. Not my cup of tea. I think that the rails themselves are a bit too thin. As we're getting quite fast now. Speeding through the countryside, but again, there are some things that are nice that I like about it, but then at the same time there's stuff that I don't like. Like, why is the sides of the tracks elevated like that? Anyway, we've got a station over here that we're not stopping at. I'm not sure what this station is, but we're gonna have to give it a quick little glance as that we're not stopping here. Looks quite nice. A lot of benches though. And yeah, I'd say there isn't really much in terms of scenery here. Like, you just got the fields and that's about it. And then here we got some trees as we pass a village. Well, that's not a village, that's a farm. And nothing much to like genuinely criticize. I mean, it's not the best that I've seen, but it's definitely quite nice. I like the simplicity of it. Anyway, we're going to a tunnel here now. I wonder, what is this tunnel here for? It's got a nice tunnel design, I'll give you that. And here we have a station. Looks quite nice. Got some sidings there. And here we've got to slow down to 75. Here we go, 75. There we go. And here is Noman Town, as it seems. Looks quite cool. We'll look at it a bit more in depth once we finish this route. I guess my first major criticism to this game is that the speed isn't really like the speed that you'd expect it to be. We're currently going at 75 miles an hour and it doesn't really feel like 75 miles an hour. It feels more like 50. We're just absolutely just crawling through here rather than... Oh, got AWS. You've got to click to acknowledge. I press Q there with my dumb SCR brain. There might be a keybind for it, who knows. Definitely not me. Anyway, we are rapidly approaching Brackley Street. Got a little park there. I'm guessing this is where the line currently ends. Why is the server restarting just as I finish a route? Ah. Watch it plonk me in a public server. Anyway, basically I finished the route. So what I'm going to say here is that my main bit of criticism is the driving system. I think the throttle system just isn't really... The way that it's set out isn't that good. I just think that it seems a bit too, like the way that it's set out. I like the W to increase throttle and S to decrease throttle. I think that's good. But at the same time, I do think that some aspects of it, like the UI of it, isn't really what I like. But overall, it's not bad. The train quality is quite nice. So yeah, let's go and look around the Brackley Street, which is where we should have gone. And yeah, I kind of remember this sort of station. It might not be from Harvington, but yeah, let's just have a look. It's got Oyster card machines that are a bit high. And some ticket machines. And overall, I quite like the design of it, to be honest. It's quite simplistic. It does seem a little bit part heavy. Like, all of these must be individual parts and whatnot. So yeah, let's reset and instead look at some other stations. However, it makes us go through the whole intro every time. I think that's another thing that needs to be improved. Like, yeah, it's a cool UI and whatnot. Let's go to Alco Road. Because I never really got to explore sort of this. Now, I think Alco Road was one of the stations that I originally made / remodeled. I'm not sure which one it was. If I can find screenshots from it, they'll be on the screen. So yeah. But yeah, ticket machines look a bit different here. We've got different style of ticket machines. But again, it's a nice design actually. And what I don't really get is these overhead gantries. They shouldn't really be there. There should be more there. So they shouldn't be close to the platform edge like they are. But those are small things, not really important in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I quite like the design of the stations in this game. I think overall they're quite they're well made. That's what I'm gonna say to that. Noman Town was one of the ones that we passed through. Here it is. And let's look at this. It's actually quite a nice station. It's got information boards that don't have anything on, and dot matrix departure boards that for some reason have like services on them, even though I'm the only person in the server. Yet another different type of ticket machines. That's a bit weird. I've seen 3 different types of ticket machines. A bit inconsistent there. And this corridor is a bit bland. Maybe putting some advertisement boards here would spruce it up a bit. And then up here, going further up, we've got platform level, which, to be honest, doesn't look bad. It's quite simple. I like the design. Okay, it will let me walk across the tracks. And yeah, it looks quite nice actually. Yeah, I just say this little underpass part just isn't really my sort of thing. But yeah, we'll see what else we can, what other stations there are. So I'm gonna say Lower Foxlington. A bit of a unique name there. And got a nice little, what are these called? Veranda. It's probably not a veranda. And a tiny little waiting room. I'm not sure why people would sit there, but you know, each to their own. And we've got ticket barriers. And here on platform, why is the server restarting again? Alright, let's get back to it anyway. So yeah, Lower Foxlington looks nice. Let's look at Norrington Green. And here we go. We've got quite a nice modern entrance. Again, it does look a bit bland here. Maybe some advertisement boards and some ticket machines there. And on platform level, it looks generally like what a newly constructed station would look like. Quite nice. And if we go over the footbridge and down here, yeah, it looks quite nice. Any criticism is that this bit here looks a bit boxy, but again, it's one of those minor things. I don't want to get too nitpicky, and I already have. But yeah, aside from that, I think that just basically concludes the video. Positives of this game are the nice scenery, the trains are nice, and the stations look nice. Downsides is that the driving system is a bit iffy, too many server restarts, and not a fan of the music in the opening screen. But yeah, regardless, that's my overall first look at Harvington Railway. I think it's, yeah, Harvington Railways. The beta edition, obviously this game is subject to change, so who knows, maybe we'll revisit it sometime in the near future. But yeah, I'm Vex. The game will be linked in the description if I remember, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, bye.